morning, sunshine. And how are we feeling today?
You are the only person who calls me Jack.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have a visual on the anomaly. It seems to be growing more unstable.
My God! Incoming, Jack!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine. Are you injured?
What the hell is this?
I'm called Apollo. I mean you no harm. Ready to execute FTL job.
Here we go! Where are we? Talk to me, Juno.
His digital cortex is showing minimal synapse activity.
Jack? I think he can hear me.
I wish you had told me sooner that you were trying to repair him. I might have been more of a help.
Just keep the connection stable. There, you see? Now here's a sight for sore eyes. Good morning, sunshine. How are we feeling?
I don't know, Captain.
Oh, Juno.
The unit appears disoriented.
Yeah, time traveling 400 years into the future will do that to you.
Are you certain he's fully functional?
Go on, Jack. Tell her you're all right. Jack? Right. Okay. I can fix this. Juno, see if you can pull up Jack's calibration program.
I should be able to repurpose his existing calibration modules to suit our current needs.
It's all right, Jack. Just need to put you through your paces a bit. Sit tight. I'll be here when you get back.
Module D-221. Manual Dexterity. Greetings. We have not yet been formally introduced. I'm Juno, a multifunctional, fully transient artificial intelligence. I have been assigned as your caretaker. Seeing as how your previous AI adjutant is unavailable, I will guide you through these calibrations. First, close your hand to form a fist. Now extend your index finger. Good. To proceed, use your index finger to press the hollow button in front of you. Reach out and grab the disc. Good. When you are ready, throw the disc through the goal. Please throw the disc through the goal to proceed. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module M101. Basic motor functions. You can grip and pull to move around your environment. This labor unit will guide you through the module. Please follow it through the module. Pull yourself forward and follow the labor unit. Take your time and follow the guide. There's no need to rush. Now carefully pull yourself forward and release to glide to the exit. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module M205. Maneuvering thrusters. your hands are equipped with maneuvering thrusters, allowing you to move without grabbing objects. Activate your left thruster. Activate your right thruster. Good. Now use your thrusters to reach the door ahead. Remember to aim your wrist in the direction you want to move before you engage your thruster. Your thrusters can be used in short bursts or held down for continuous usage. Press the hollow button near the door to proceed. Now fly to the other end of the tunnel using only your thrusters. Be careful not to touch any surfaces as you move through the tunnel. Thruster calibration at 50%. Remember, you can move faster by pointing both your wrists in the direction you want to go, and then engaging both thrusters. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module C-111, Communications. We will now calibrate your communication system. When someone speaks to you, a reply notification may appear above your wrist. You may then respond by holding down the dialogue button on either hand and selecting a reply with your index finger. Hold down the dialogue button now. Input confirmed. Now, continue holding down the dialogue button and use your finger to select a reply.
Understood.
Good. Continuing calibration. Often you will have a limited time to reply. In these cases, silence is also a valid option. Do you understand?
How long do I have to reply?
Most of the time, you will have 10 seconds to reply, but this time may vary under special circumstances. You can also initiate conversations at points of interest throughout your environment. If you look at certain people or objects while you are close to them, their name will appear. Additionally, if they are suitable for dialogue, their name will appear in blue and feature a speech bubble icon. You may then hold down the dialogue button and select an option, just like a reply. When you're ready, speak about the Fury transport model in this room and start a conversation with the labor unit. Please comment on the Fury transport model and speak to the labor unit to continue.
Labor unit, what is your primary directive?
Error code 13.
Oh, my apologies. It would appear that not all of your calibration program has been recovered. One moment. My directive is to perform labor aboard the Kronos 2 orbital mining platform.
Your interpretation of a Series 8 labor unit was unconvincing.
Apologies. Without sufficient data on the Series 8 vocalization profile, I did not attempt to replicate it. Nonetheless, we will consider that to have been a conversation.
A Mark I Fury transport. 1/48th scale.
Indeed. Though no longer in production, my understanding is these vessels remained in service for quite some time. I imagine you and Captain Rhodes use them frequently in your service aboard the Kronos too?
We did, yes.
I see. I believe with that, your communication system is fully calibrated. Are you ready to leave the module?
I am ready to proceed.
Acknowledged. Please stand by.
There we are. Everything in working order. I'd say it's high time we got you out of there.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable letting a half-tested android loose in the habitat.
What was that?
Just a minor fluctuation in the power grid. Not to worry.
That's the 4th time just this morning.
I assure you, Captain, it's nothing to be concerned about. I'll be right back.
And there she goes. Come on, let's get you out of that contraption. There we are. Come on out. Try and take it slow. You've been offline for nearly 4 months. How does that feel?
Everything seems to be in working order.
You could try to sound a little less surprised.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
It's
to.
all right, Jack. I'm just giving you a hard time. Haven't had the chance in a while. Okay, so physically you seem to be in order. But I know you've probably got a few questions.
I could do with some catching up, yes.
You bet. Ask me whatever you like. Or, if you'd rather, I can give you a quick tour of our new home. Whatever you want to do.
I think we should proceed with the tour.
Sure, right this way. Oh, perfect. I swear sometimes it feels like this place is just a hair's breadth from falling to pieces. That usually works.
Where exactly are we?
We're on a space station orbiting Saturn.
That sounds familiar.
Well, not our old station, obviously. After we made our jump to the future, we were picked up off the Astrea and brought here, and placed in isolation.
Isolation?
Juno says it's standard procedure. As if there is such a thing for time travel. Ah, there we go. Honestly, I wish I knew more about this place, but Juno's not exactly been forthcoming with the details. Hey, maybe now that I've got you back, we can work on getting some answers. And here we have the luxury suite. It's a far cry from my old room on the Kronos, but I think I've managed to spruce it up a bit. What do you think?
You appear to be settling in well enough.
Not much choice, really. I mean, it's not as though we can just hop a charter back to the 22nd century. Juno's let me co-opt a few cargo drones to dig through what's left of the Kronos.
The Kronos 2 is still out there.
I mean, I can't be sure, but yeah. I think there are at least 1 or 2 sections that managed to stay in orbit after all these years. Plus there was quite a bit of debris that got pulled into the future with us. And it's a good thing, too. Otherwise I'd never have found all the parts I needed to fix you.
What happened to me?
Truth be told, I'm not sure. We were on the Astrea, still trying to wrap our heads around the fact we'd just, you know, time-traveled, when you started crashing. One system at a time. I barely managed to save your core memory. Luckily, kept you alive long enough for me to work out how to fix you.
Thank you, Liv.
Please. You saved my life how many times? The very least I could do was return the favor. I've got to say, I don't think I've ever been more relieved to see you. If there's anything more you want to know, just ask and I'll do my best to answer. And whenever you're ready, we can move on.
You really don't know what happened to me.
Not for certain. Though my current running theory is that your shell tried to self-destruct.
Self-destruct?
I'm thinking it was some sort of latent security protocol, meant to fry all your systems in case you ever got cut off from the Kronos 2's network. Atlas protecting their investment.
I was not aware of any such protocol.
Well, either way, reconstructing your shell seems to have removed that particular feature from your architecture. We've cut your strings, so to speak.
I must admit, I'm a little surprised you've remained in isolation for this long.
Well, I wasn't about to go anywhere without you, was I?
I understand, but...
Oh, come off it, Jack. You've done the same for me.
Shall we continue?
Of course. Right this way. The common room's just through here. Well, this is it. Our new home. Such as it is.
Captain Rowe?
Ah, Juno. There you are. We were beginning to worry.
Somehow I doubt that. I thought you'd like to know. We have another cargo drone inbound.
How long?
A few minutes, maybe more.
Ah, perfect. So we have some time then. If you'd like, Jack, go on and have a look around.
How long do we have to remain here?
I'm afraid I'm unable to answer that question at this time.
Yeah, she's been singing that song since we got here.
I would be more careful. You might accidentally damage something.
A scale model of a cargo drone. 1/24th scale. An impressively accurate rendering, by all standards.
What were you aiming for, Jack?
Do we have an update on the drone?
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Actually, since we're here, there's something I want to show you. Do you remember when the Estrella first arrived and I thought it was an alien ship?
But it wasn't. It was a human ship from the future. This future.
Right, but here's the thing. Look at this AI core from the Estrella. I've been on this station for a while and I can find nothing, not a single piece of tech, compatible with this core. Almost as if it doesn't belong here.
That is odd.
That's far from the only mystery I'm trying to suss out at the moment. And since we know Juno is not going to be of any help...
I wish I could assist you, Captain, but I'm afraid my directives forbid me from doing so.
See what I mean? So, it's up to us to go digging round for answers on our own. And here is where I'd like to start.
A holotable.
Much like the one we had back home on the Kronos, apart from one small difference.
Which is?
It doesn't work. The display emitter's shot. If we can replace the emitter, get this thing working, we might be able to access the facility's mainframe.
I assume you've already checked for a spare emitter?
More than a few times. No luck. Not to worry, I've got a friend looking out for a replacement.
A friend?
He'll be along shortly with one of the cargo drones.
Captain Rhodes, speaking of the cargo drone.
Is it on approach?
It is, yes. We'll need you to open the outer door so the cargo drone can dock with the ham.
Jack? Would you mind terribly?
Not at all.
Splendid. The controls are up here. We need you to open the outer door. The controls are up here.
These are the controls.
Correct. This panel will open the outer door and allow the drone to enter.
Outer door opening.
Thanks. I'm heading up. Look. There's the Estrella. Well, what's left of it, anyway.
What happened to the fore section?
Must have broken off when we made the jump. Stayed in the past. Don't suppose we'll ever manage to make it back. Ah, here comes our little friend now. Look familiar?
That looks like the CubeSat I extracted from our old comms network. P09-CRN.
I think you mean popcorn. It's about time. I was starting to think you'd been lost.
You call him Popcorn?
Well, it's certainly better than P09-CRN. Don't you think, Echo 1?
Fair point.
So, did you find an emitter? And it's going to work this time? Close enough. All right, Jack, let's start pulling in the salvage.
Where do you need me?
There's a delivery chute along the wall to my left. It looks like a big tube sticking out of the wall. Head over there, would you?
On my way.
I'll pull in the salvage. You scan and identify it.
Understood.
Come on, best let him out of there before he pops a circuit. Looks like he's managed to pick up some radiation. Best I can tell, that means thanks. Yes, hello? So, the display emitter is inside? Ah, excellent. Let's finish sifting through the rest of the salvage. Oh. Where are you going, Jack? We need to finish sorting.
Just a moment.
Well, I'll be buggered. It's Adam.
Sorry, Adam?
Yeah. Adam the Ankylosaurus.
Would you like to keep it?
Your call. I mean, we don't need it, but I suppose it could be nice to post it up on one of the consoles or something.
I suppose there's no harm in keeping it.
Not at all. He jumped 400 years, same as us. We time travelers have to stick together.
Was Adam your favorite?
No, it was Alan. Too bad he didn't make it.
See? There you go.
It appears to be one of my upper extremities. Or more accurately, what's left of it.
Now just repeat that a few hundred more times and you'll start to get an idea of what it took to piece you back together.
What should I do with this?
Whatever you like. It's your hand, after all.
We may as well keep it. Perhaps it might prove useful.
Don't you mean it might come in handy?
Was that a serious question, or was that meant to be funny?
Neither, apparently. Let's just move on, shall we?
That's it, Jack. The emitter.
Shall I run decontamination?
Yes, please. Nice work, Popcorn. All right. Now we're off to the races. Let's get that emitter down to the Holotable. About time we got some answers. I'll meet you down there.
On my way.
You're going to want to insert the emitter into that socket there. Go ahead and get it installed. I'll squeeze underneath and reset the circuit.
Emitter installed.
Right, just give me a tick. How's that? See anything up there?
I'm seeing an image, but it's glitching.
All right, give me a moment. Bollocks. Okay, if I'm reading these schematics right, the only way we're going to sort this out is by doing a complete master reset. As you might expect, there's a number of steps involved. I'm going to need your help here. Okay, you should be seeing a keypad up there. In order to start the reset process, you'll need a specific command code. Try 0915?
Stand by. Oops.
What happened?
I entered the wrong code.
Try it again. 0915.
Confirmed. Code accepted. The system is requesting I use a slider to confirm. It is, however, locked.
Alright, I can unlock it, but this step requires a bit of coordination. I'll need to disconnect the circuit at the same time you confirm the reset.
On the count of 3.
Yes, on 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll unlock it. 1, 2, 3.
So, how'd that work out?
I'm detecting an increased amount of hydrocarbon particles in our vicinity. Is something burning?
Oh, shit. Shit! Ow, that's hot. Okay, so we're gonna need another power coupling. Should be a replacement kicking around here somewhere. Think you could track it down for me?
Any idea where to start?
I'm sure there's a spare power coupling hanging around close by. You know where it is.
Well, go on then.
I'm on it. Here you are.
Thanks, Jack. Just give me a sec. There.
Power coupling installed. Give me some good news.
Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid it's a lost cause.
Hold on. No, it isn't. It worked. More or less.
More or less.
The image is somewhat distorted.
Well, that won't do.
Hang on. How's that? Better?
Yes, that rectified it.
Chiron Station Network Access Client. Habitat Alpha online. Mainframe connection established. Synchronizing control devices.
Liv, you're beeping.
Personal user interface synchronized.
Well, that's helpful. Alright, let's see what we can dig up. Here we are. Habitat A.
Those icons. That must be us.
I was right. We're the only ones here.
Yes, well, this has all been terribly enlightening. Shall we move on?
Okay, so there's no one else in the hab. But what about the rest of the station? This is everything.
Affirmative. This image represents all of Chiron Station.
Right, let's see who else is on board. Jack, you mind taking a look at the map while I keep searching on here?
Of course.
We've got some questions that need answering.
We're not receiving any signal from the other habitat.
That's not a good sign. If there was anyone left, the other habitat would be where I'd expect to find them.
This part of the facility appears to be under construction.
You think there'd be someone around then?
No reading.
That's odd.
The station's generator is deserted as well.
You see that readout? Running a little hot, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. That would explain the power fluctuations we've been experiencing.
Pretty good bet.
Every branch of the station connects to this structure here, the transit hub. Still no signs of any crew, or anyone at all, really. Not showing any occupants in the research wing either.
There's no one. The station's deserted.
According to this, we're alone.
Juno, what the hell? Where's the crew?
Technically, I never said there was a crew on this station.
So we're alone here.
I didn't say that either.
Forget it. I'm not going round in circles with you again. There's got to be something else.
Captain Rose,
Juno, unless you're about to explain to me exactly what the hell's going on, I would keep quiet. Hang on. I think I might have hit upon something here. Looks like a priority message on a loop.
Priority alert. Containment protocols breached. Multiple branch sectors compromised. General evacuation order has been issued.
oh dear.
Evacuation order.
Proceed immediately to your designated lifeboats. Message will repeat in 1 minute.
All right, Juno. Start talking.
Captain Rhodes, I assure you, there is no need for concern. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh? What do you mean, uh-oh?
I think we need to evacuate.
What was that?
That was an electrical malfunction.
What sort of electrical malfunction?
Oh, the kind we don't need to worry about. Right, Juno?
That last energy spike overloaded one of our substations. The hab's power grid is collapsing.
How do we stop it?
We can't. At least not from here.
So we're just supposed to sit here and do nothing?
Juno.
All right, listen carefully. I may only have a few moments before we lose contact. Jack, I'm unlocking your reactive cutter. There's an emergency release on the door leading out of here. You can use your cutter to gain access. You still have some time before the hab becomes unsafe. Make your way to the terminal. There should be a tram there that will take you to...
Juno?
Juno, acknowledge. We've lost contact.
You know, I always thought I'd enjoy this moment a bit more.
Perhaps we should...
Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Still a lot of questions that need answering, and sticking around here is not going to help us.
Plus life support is failing.
Yeah, plus that. This must be the emergency release here. Behind this panel on the door.
I'll take a look. I should be able to cut through the bolts that secure the panel. Allow me to perform an in situ calibration.
You should be able to press the button on your wrist to activate your cutter.
Cutter deployed.
Well, fire it up. Let's make sure it works. We need to verify that Juno actually unlocked it.
Cutter is functional.
Good. Now, let's cut off that panel.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mind giving it a go at that release handle? Nice! That did it!
Here, help me pull it open.
You take that side. Jack, hold on.
Before we go out there... Listen. That shell you're in now... That's the only one of you there is. If something happens to you out there, if you get shut down... That's it. You're... gone.
What about you? Without an EVA suit, you're considerably more vulnerable than I am.
Sure, but I'm used to it. It's not really something you've ever had to think about before. You'll be fine. Just try and remember what I said, okay?
All right, Liv.
Well, here we go.
At least emergency lighting still seems to be active.
Power's still up in this area.
I doubt that will last. We should keep moving.
Sign above the door says, to tram.
That's where we're headed. Whoever built this plate...
Initializing scan. Authorization denied. Initializing continue.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, that did just probably shave a couple of years off my lifespan, but...
Let's hope not.
What the hell was that?
Most likely some form of security measure.
Well, it must not work too well if we're tripping it on the way out.
It doesn't appear to be working at all anymore.
Door's sealed. We must have triggered some kind of lockdown procedure.
Not seeing any sort of emergency release or access panel.
You'd expect there'd be some sort of override or...
Liv, up here. There's a control room.
Let's see.
If there's a way to get the door open, I expect that is where we'll find it.
Yes, now we just have to find a way inside.
But how? All the doors are locked. Yes, exactly. This damn contraption.
Containment protocol. Please proceed to the infirmary for further instructions.
Good enough. Yeah, let's check it out.
An infirmary, right next to security.
Yeah. Strange. You know, this place looks... familiar. Let's have a look around.
We might have been able to leave through this airlock, if only you had an EVA suit.
Hold on. I remember this. This is where we were first brought on board. I remember Juno cycled the pressure too fast, and I...
This control panel appears to be sealed, though what it actually controls, I'm not sure.
Only one way to find out? Well, only one quick way.
Cut the panel off.
Exactly.
I think I may have just gotten access to the maintenance ducts.
Nice find.
But the controls are faulty. The accessway won't stay open long enough for me to get inside.
Scoot over, maybe I can hold it open for you.
Didn't see much light up there, by the way.
I assume my headlamp still works?
Should do. Just press the switch on either side of your head.
Headlamp checks out. Good to go.
Right. I'll hold open the hatch. You head up into the ducts. Ready?
Ready.
There, it's open. Head on up. What do you see?
Very little. I suspect these ducts have not been accessed in quite some time.
See if you can find a path to the control room.
How goes it up there?
Still searching.
Keep at it. We need to find a way into the control room.
I think we may be coming up on the control room. Stand by. There's some grating blocking access to the control room. I might be able to cut through.
Do it. Not like anyone's gonna notice.
Jack, over here. See anything resembling door controls up there?
Give me a moment to investigate. There's an emergency override switch embedded into the console here. It's not immediately clear how to access it.
You'd think they'd want the emergency override to be easily accessible, in case of, you know, emergencies.
This appears to be some sort of recharge station, similar to the induction panels on the Kronos.
Well, add it to the list of things that might be useful. Keep looking. There has to be a way to get these doors open. Keep looking. There has to be a way to get the doors open.
What about this drone?
I think it's seen better days.
It lacks power.
Okay, well, let's see if our induction charger can revive him.
Stand by. Recharging.
You're thinking it might have the passcode?
The unit's drive data might still be salvageable.
Without your scanner, you'll need Popcorn to extract the data. Popcorn, you can help him out there, yeah? Seems he might have hit upon something.
I think he just passed an objective to my ARM computer.
A bit bossy, aren't you?
Popcorn has passed me the security code. 1451.
Well, let's give it a try.
Override unlocked.
That did it. Security's lifted. Come on out of there. I'll meet you in the next corridor.
On our way. Come on, Popcorn. Let's go.
Great, well done in there.
Yes, yes, you too.
Well, there's actually a tram here. I was starting to worry...
Captain Rhodes, can you hear me?
Juno?
Juno, your signal is very faint.
The power grid is continuing to collapse. In order to depart, two problems need to be resolved. One, the tram is disengaged from the transit rail line. The second issue is that the exit airlock has been damaged. I'm uploading the schematics for the tram station to the captain's wrist computer.
Juno.
Ah, delightful. She uploaded the tram schematics. These look, a bit in-depth. Right, let's see. Moving tram from maintenance rail to transit rail. See rail cross index walkthrough, which is, inaccessible without P clearance. Lovely.
Or Popcorn can just point out the rail lines. Also works.
Not entirely sure, but I believe that's Popcorn speak for this is the maintenance rail.
And this is obviously the transit rail. The one that actually goes somewhere. So we'll need to get the tram over to it.
She also mentioned the tram airlock is no longer functional.
Right. That's the other issue.
Here, let's multitask. I'll take a look at the airlock while you tackle the tram.
Divide and conquer.
Well, at least one of those.
What's first?
Well, these instructions are somewhat dense. It mentions aligning 4 stasis projectors alongside the tram. These must be them.
Align stasis projectors. I'm on it.
Right. Now, let's see how damaged this airlock actually is.
This projector arm appears to be extendable.
Excellent. You just need to pump it a few times.
Acknowledged.
They've really mucked up these controls.
Can they be repaired?
Definitely not.
Well, maybe. I'll keep you posted. Piece of work. How are things going in Stasis Projector World?
All projector arms raised.
Easy peasy. Right, we still need to slide the projectors into place.
Projector in place.
Excellent. Just 3 more to go.
Second projector in place.
Warning. Life support failure. Please proceed to the nearest evacuation point.
Liv,
Yeah, I heard, thanks.
don't worry. Oxygen levels remain well above normal. There's still time to get you somewhere safe. All projectors locked in place.
Excellent. It also mentions a release control panel that should be located below the tram.
I'm on it. Tram released.
Okay, nice work. Let's see here. Page 1138. Words. Looks like the next step is moving the tram itself over. It mentions a tram control console on the boarding platform.
I will keep an eye out.
Still having trouble finding the control console?
Liv, this console has been damaged.
Well, shit.
Affirmative. Suggestions?
Maybe see if there's a manual control that can be used instead.
I found a sealed auxiliary panel.
It's worth a look. Let's cut it open.
I've located a control panel.
Give it a try. Just about wrapped up these airlock repairs. How are things looking on your end?
I'm nearly finished here as well. The tram's now aligned underneath the transit rail.
Well done, Jack.
Chiron Station. Rapid transit online. Now boarding.
Shall we? There's a control panel in the front. Mind doing the honors?
Destination set. Please prepare for departure.
Hold on to something, Jack.
Departing for transit hub in 3, 2, 1. Airlock cycle complete. For your safety, please hold on. Accelerating to transit speed in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. This place is massive.
Far more expansive than even the holo map implied.
So, where is everyone? What could have happened here?
It is difficult to determine the station's condition from this distance.
Well, I'm not getting my hopes up. Wait,
Something wrong.
do you see that? Up ahead in the cavern. Oh my god. It's the biomass.
It must be reacting to the energy flowing through the tram line.
Wait. Are we... We're slowing down.
The tram is on autopilot. Controls are locked until we reach the end of the line. Well, you did want to know what happened to the station.
Right. Serves me right for asking. Is it possible to feel utterly blindsided and at the same time completely unsurprised?
Approaching destination. Stand by for deceleration. Please hold on. Reducing speed in 3, 2, 1.
At least there's one thing we know Juno was telling the truth about.
What's that?
That probably was a lot safer in the hab.